When you see successful teenagers online, what do you all think of them? And be honest. You probably assume they have rich parents, or they just got lucky, or someone powerful helped them. I know all those thoughts because people think all this about me. Hello, my name is Zakhar Zhadaev. I'm 17 years old. I am the head and the founder of my own online English language school. I teach English myself. I host weekly speaking clubs, and I have more than 170,000 followers online on TikTok and on Instagram. And I even manage to stay a straight A student. And this is how my life looks like. Very bright, very interesting. I travel a lot, a little bit luxury even. And on the surface, I might fit the stereotype of a lucky teen success. But let me show you the part that no one sees. No Instagram post shows. Here it is. Yes, this is me. I grew up in one of the poorest cities in Russia where dreams typically do not come true. I did not have wealthy parents. I didn't have any connections or any experience. So all I had was a decision. I decided to step into the unknown. And I wasn't afraid of it. You know what? The unknown wasn't darkness to me. It was a playground. It was a playground full of possibilities. So my message for you today is simple. Do not wait. Do not wait for a permission or for a perfect moment. It actually doesn't exist. The perfect moment does not exist. You create it. Now let me share with you my 5 techniques that helped me get started 1 year ago at the age of 16. Here is the first one. Start before you're ready. What do I mean? A lot of people are afraid of starting until everything is perfect. Let's say a lot of people are afraid to start their own blog until they have a professional camera or a professional studio. A lot of people are afraid to launch their own product until they polished all the details. But this is wrong. In my opinion, perfectionism is just procrastination in a pretty outfit. I'm glad that you agree with me. So, when I started posting videos online, I got a message from my follower. She texts me, "Hi, I saw your video about English. Do you teach it? I'm looking for a tutor." And I could have said, "No, I don't." But instead, I answered, "You'll be my first student." And that was one of the best decisions of my life. So I started teaching her. I practiced a lot with my parents, with my whole family, with my friends. I didn't wait until I became a master. The second one, use micro steps. It's great to dream big. I'm a huge dreamer myself. Say, dreaming of becoming a billionaire or changing the world. And these things can be exciting, but they can be also overwhelming. So when I first imagined being an influencer, I imagined having millions of followers, millions of likes, millions of views, millions of dollars. But it is impossible to reach all this in one day, or even in 1 month, of course. So what I decided to do is to start anyway. And this is one of my first videos on TikTok. They all got maybe hundreds of likes, hundreds of views. I continued anyway. Now I have a lot of videos with millions of views, with hundreds of thousands of likes. And it's all because I used this micro steps. So write down your big goal that you have and slice it. Then it will be much easier to achieve it. Okay, you've started, you've sliced your goal. What's next? Learn in public. What do I mean by public learning? I mean, do not work or study in vacuum. I didn't hide until I became popular. It's impossible. You have to start with something. And when you show your progress and your work in public, two amazing things happen. You get feedback and you inspire others. I got a lot of different feedback. I got all kinds of feedback. Some of the people loved my teaching style. Some of them didn't. But I embraced it all. I decided to listen to others. I improved my techniques, I improved my skills, I improved my videos a lot. And when you learn in public, people start feeling like they were growing with you. And this is a very good example. So one of my students, she attends my speaking clubs every week, once texts me, and now I'm going to surprise you. You really inspired me to create my own speaking club in my city. That was amazing. So she lives in Caucasus, in a small town there. They don't have any speaking clubs in the city, and she decided to create her own. I was surprised. I was even more motivated by her success. And feedback that you get from people can motivate you even more. So this is her first speaking club. She got 10 students there, which is a very good amount for the first speaking club, of course, for any speaking club actually. They were talking about traveling, and if I hadn't done all the things in public, this might not have happened. Let's continue with delegation. And I learned the power of delegation early on. Not because I had a lot of money to pay salaries, but because I didn't. I will tell you how. So once I realized that I was doing everything myself. I was making videos every day, making 2 videos every day. I was preparing my lessons. I was teaching English. I was hosting speaking clubs. I was managing my school at the same time. And I was also studying. I'm still studying. So what I decided to do is to delegate. But I didn't have a lot of money to pay salaries to everyone. So I decided to start with butter. I had a friend who was very good at tech and design. And I needed chatbots for my school and banners for my speaking clubs. And he needed to prepare for his English exam. So I proposed him to have a barter. Yes, so I made lessons for him in exchange of chatbots and banners for my school. And we both gained something priceless. I didn't spend $1, but we gained skills. We got new ideas. We got skills. We got motivation. So your delegation, your work in a team can start with common ambitions, not with money. And you don't have to wait until you become a millionaire or a billionaire until you have a lot of money to pay salaries. No, you can start delegating even uh, with not spending a single dollar. And the last technique is my personal favorite. Treat work as continuous learning. It's very important to choose a field where there is uh, endless learning. That's why I decided to combine education and entrepreneurship, because there is always space to grow. And if you feel that you don't like what you are doing, if you feel that you cannot grow in this field, it's not a good choice. So there are days I feel exhausted at the end, for sure. But every single day, I feel that today I've learned something new, something very important to me. When I market my school on social media, I'm learning something new about marketing. When I'm teaching my English lessons, I'm learning something new about teaching. Even the act of speaking to you all right now teaches me something about public speaking. My work is my university, and I can guarantee if I had chosen the wrong field where I couldn't grow, I would have lost my motivation by now. So, those are my 5 techniques. But let me be honest with you, it was also pain. I had people around me who told me that I was too young to start. No one is going to take you seriously. I had classmates who told that everything I did was cringe. But here is my advice. Try to think about this question. Ask yourself, do I want to live like they do? And if the answer is no, I don't want to live like they do, like my haters do not listen to them. You actually don't need this kind of feedback from them. Haters do not stop dreams, silence does. And I decided to speak louder, to do even more, and that's the result. So, the unknown isn't darkness. It isn't the enemy. Don't be afraid of the unknown. It's the birthplace of every great idea. Every artist, every entrepreneur, every single successful person started with something new, with something unknown to them. The unknown isn't darkness. It's a playground full of possibilities. It's just unleashed potential. It's just the light you haven't turned on yet. And you are the switch. Thank you.